abundance consciousness, peace, organically, consciously, authentically. I just want to get into the topic. Now let's get into this. So today let's talk about why hypocrites attempt to make us fearful. Now, this subject came along yesterday while I was out in nature, and I had engagement with two lower class Gen Z, and when I started to speak my truth, one of them got enraged without even me lifting my finger, but one of them got enraged now, and it made me even more powerful to speak my truth. And when he couldn't handle the truth, he gauged for a big stone to hit me with it now. And I walk up to him in the face and I tell him, hit me with the stone. Because I know the consequences are hitting me now. You understand? And I tell him, I say, I will allow you to hit me. Because I know once you do that, you're going to fall. And you're going to fall in a place where you can't come back from. You know? And quite frankly, in some ways, he understood me when I told him that he would fall without me. I say, this universe have my back. And anything you choose to do me that is out of alignment with me and me not taking revenge will come back to you in a way that you can't see your way. Rock on. Grand rising, you know. And when he couldn't get to me with intimidation or a threat now, he started to use the term devil. Oh, don't let the devil out of him now. So I started to laugh because I was like, it's no devil. It's no devil. It's just you projecting a reality from yourself of who you are now. And that get him more enraged because apparently they're accustomed using that term to make mankind fearful now. And I want too smart for anybody to try to project the reality onto me and make me fearful of them now, you know. And with that, I end up with deeper insights today when I was meditating. So I had to laugh even more than the emoji that I was carrying on with yesterday, because I got a deeper truth as to why they try to make us fearful now. So if we understand quantum dynamics and we understand the laws of the universe and we understand the laws of nature and how manifestation and thoughts and all these things work in harmony with each other, we can now understand why they try to make us fearful after making us unconscious of our truth now, you know, in the sense that they project their fears onto us so that we too can manifest, because we are the greater source. We are the greater source, the ones who can feel, the ones who have the inner knowing. We are the ones with all the power. So they have to project illusions of grandiose to make us feel small. But first, they had to make us unconscious of the reality that they were building around us now. Now to have that reality continuously project at us, because we too start to believe unconsciously. And now that we are awake and hold the power and the key to manifestations. Yes, Imar, one piece is a real. One piece is a real. Yes, you're right about Imar. And now that we hold all this power now, you know, and pull our energy from them, leaving them now to manifest on their own terms and conditions. Now, I ain't gonna go too deep with this because I ain't gonna give away the secret if you're not with me. If you're not with me on the secret, I wouldn't give it away here, but you had a deep dive when I speaking. So now that we understand how that is and we pull our power and leave them standing where they're at, we now see their reality collapse because we're not projecting from their space to hold a certain level of equilibrium in the space that keeps things in fearful states now. Now that we realize that the illusion is really some dumb old guy who afraid to do something with his life and don't know how to do it because he's afraid to ask and has so much of pride that he had to create an illusion for we to create a lifestyle that is not of us. But now that we are awake and we can see the hypocrites on them now, and what they are doing to project the reality to keep the cycle going. It now must return onto them because they don't know how to use the manifestation from the quantum field because they're so drenched in negativity that manifesting from their heart, both light and dark balance within ourselves and them in only one state will cause a collapse in their reality. So I know this on a deeper level of consciousness in the sense that let's say I know how it will happen. And I'm just loving it every moment because it is through meditation today, while meditation and asking questions and stuff, these truths were revealed to me. I call these breakthroughs now, and it is the reason why I'm laughing so much today, and I can tell you I don't give a fuck of what has happened to that reality all day. Now that I know what will happen, and so you too will know what will happen to the hypocrites on this planet. Some will awaken by acknowledging the truth, and some will go wrong with it. And that is the most beautiful thing. It is hard to breathe a sigh of relief knowing exactly the outcome of something and now seeing how that will play off in reality by meditating and having these truths revealed unto us and keeping that secret within us while we move forward and build our reality in silence. You see, when they don't know what we're doing and how it will happen, is the best thing, and that's why the hypocrites cannot make us feel as, yeah, boy, go somewhere and hear somebody telling you something negative only for it to happen. Now, I am going in deeper than this, but there's a reason why it happening. You understand? And I already explained it to you, and if you know, you go dive deeper with me. You understand? But now that we know for ourselves that these little cowards, these little lack-minders, these little dunce, dummies, whatever you want to call them, NPCs, all of that, now that we know what we know and where they're heading, we co-create in silence. Because, and you hear anything about them, They pretend to do as we do and they pretend to know what we know until we start to ask certain questions and they can't answer it, because I had to level ask some questions yesterday to the NPC that I meet up in the waterfall now, you know, and he couldn't answer me. All he could do is get enraged because he don't see, he don't know himself. When I asked him about sacred geometry and all these different things, he was just, I'm glad you know what you know, I'm glad you know what you know. I said, well, you're supposed to know what I know, you know, but because they're numb to everything around them, and they have others externalize everything around them, we, the awakened, don't get trapped in the illusions. Yes. And it is for this that I am constantly giggling in this new day here, no? Because it's through my meditation, a lot of secrets will reveal to me, you know. Anyway, I just always say through meditation. Yes, through meditation, a lot of secrets be revealed to me, but greater secrets now. That's why I tell people who on this timeline with us, ask questions and see the and see all the answers and wait for the answers to be revealed, because it gives you more clarity, it gives you more peace, knowing that all they projected from themselves, well, we know what's going to happen with that, right? So everything is aligned to the quantum field, both light, both dark and light. But it is when it is balanced, it projects a reality of authenticity, you know. And you who channeling with me here can work out the dynamics of what it is I'm saying, because you understand deeply the genius within you now, you know, and why we have already taken over our reality, our 5D reality, and why they cannot see it too now, you know. I'll tell you something that I had to overcome these past 2 days. In the waterfall, there's a excavator digging out the waterfall now. And at first I was angry what it is was happening, and then I got a bigger picture as to why it was happening. And now letting that go now, to see that what is happening have to happen, you know, because it's the only reason human beings will learn the lesson of why tampering with nature is not a good thing. And again, while meditating, I got to see through the whole timeline of what it is was going to take place in that waterfall, with that excavator, with the space while it was being interrupted now. And now happy about allowing certain things to happen, because I know now why it have to happen, you know. And here I am now with a big ass smile on my face, because my initiation to my source is working in magnificent ways now. And each and every one of you that carries this light within knows exactly what I'm saying, with me, without me having to say it, because you can read between the lines of what I am speaking truth to in reality. So today is a day moving forward, onward and onward and onward, co-creating our realities now, you know. And always having a joke off of the hypocrites who live in this space with us now, while 5D shifts into higher conscious states and take with it all who belongs to it and leave the hypocrites in the space now. And this is the reason we laugh at the hypocrites and them, you know. So I say to you today, beautiful souls, it's nice to be living in a world that try to program us to be fearful of our illusionary world now. Now that we are awake and aware of everything that going on in there and with us, and them not knowing what going on with us, we laugh at the hypocrites and we stay pure, truly, holy within ourselves and continuously live our divine virtue within ourselves secretly, because they don't know how we will change the trajectory by allowing everything to collapse around us, so that 5D now starts to manifest in its space in the way life was planned and intended to be. Not fearless of anyone, but seeing the cowards they are and the fear they live in because they know what's coming for them. While moving our 5D reality in silence, sacredness, authenticity, and abundance consciousness organically. These words that I say, they don't just spewing out of my mouth just so. It comes from my heart. And towards reflections comes from my heart and reflections of myself who are vibrating on higher vibrational frequencies, balance in reality. And for all those who got this message today and know deeply what it understand, what is being said and being understood deeply, why hypocrites try to keep us living fearful now. You know, there's absolutely nothing to fear, because the dummies set the trap for themselves while we take our energy and give it to our divinity. I am cosmic intelligence. Yes, I am. Very, 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 very intelligent. The realization, when the realization comes now, is be like, yes. But it's not a boastful one, in the sense that we know what we know, and we behold what we know, and we watch the hypocrites fall by the wayside now, because they cannot decode what we know now. I am cosmic intelligence. Do have a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, amazing, magical day. Yes, we're gonna have a beautiful, spectacular, amazing, magical day, just as you are. Filled with the peace and love, beauty, balance in reality, the truth of who we are, authentically living, fearless in a land of illusions and cowards, dummies, dunce, who will fall into their own trap while Father, Mother God, and the reflections of themselves conquer the illusions and change the trajectory of our life. Hi, Melissa Luctor, Grand Rising. Change the trajectory of our lives, bringing our beautiful manifestation into our lives, while the hypocrites stay fearful of what will be for their life. Once again, I am Cosmic Intelligence. Do have a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, amazing day. I know I will. In the heart of nature, where Mother Earth and the universe share their secrets to the ones who live in their heart space and taking this journey with us, building our 5D reality now and for all eternity. To have a beautiful day now. Until another live, I'll see you in the next day. I love each and every one of you. One love, one love, one love. Namaste.